Correct. I hope everything looks correct. Back again, I'm back again. And basically, let me tell y'all the story. So I had a lot of people commenting on my last Assetto Corsa video. Wow. Assetto Corsa video. And they were telling me, why are you playing stretched and why is your game out in 1080p? Now, I honestly didn't understand what they were talking about. I was stumped. You know what I'm saying? But I had this one problem on my PC where anytime I would open another app while Assetto Corsa is open, it would resize itself. And that was never happening before. Honestly, I didn't know why it was happening. I just thought it was one of those PC things. You know what I'm saying? Just one of those regular Windows things. Turns out, I go and check my settings after everybody commented on that video. Thank you, by the way. And my resolution is not in 1080p. For some reason, all my settings are different. All of my settings, some of them are saved, but all my settings were different. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know if the game updated and things changed, but all my settings were different. I was playing in a weird resolution, like 650. It was like 1620 by 650, and I don't know where that came from. Now I hope everything looks better, and I hope my game looks better. I'm playing in 1080p. I made sure it was in 1080p. Also, my frame rate wasn't limited. I limit my frame rate to whatever my monitor is that I'm playing on. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason to go above that because then you can't see it on a game like this. I said all that to say it really inspired me to come in here and give you a 5 tips video on this game. Because there's a lot. It takes a lot of settings, a lot of trial and error, you know what I'm saying? So that be tip number 1, fine tune your settings. Fine tune them. You have to go back in. It might take you a day, it might take you a week. But just fine tune your settings. Everybody's setup is gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends on what you have in your PC. I would recommend a 12 gigabyte graphics card, and that's just so you have a good experience with the game. No stuttering, no hiccups, no nothing. Because I had a 1660 Super before what I have now, and the 1660 Super it wasn't struggling, but there were stutters. I had to lower my settings a bit sometimes and recording and streaming at the same time. It just became a lot on a 1660 Super, which is an 8 gigabyte card. I would recommend y'all go 12 gigabyte card if you want to play Assetto Corsa and have all the mods. Even if it's not SRP, this map, I'm telling you, you're gonna want a 12 gigabyte card. Some of those maps and cars get heavy. Like the GTA 5 map is a heavy load on your system. My second tip would be to just go on Race Department, go on Reddit, go on Google, and just search for stuff that you think you might want. Search for stuff that you might see in the game that you would think you want, like cameras and controls and neck FX and map, you know what I'm saying? Just go search for all the mods, because 9 times out of 10, they're probably there. There's so many mods for this game. Honestly, sometimes it's overwhelming. It's a lot. You can literally have, I heard people have 500, 1 terabyte. People have a lot of gigs of mods for this game. By the way, I don't know how I couldn't tell that I was playing in a different resolution. I mean, it definitely looks better, but I don't know how big of a difference it was when I was playing in a lower resolution. Please, that's the one thing I want y'all to do this video, is comment below if my game looks better than my last Assetto Corsa video. Secondly, just learn what settings you like for sound and video and how loud you want your engine to be. Things like wind noise, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fine tuning and a lot of just paying attention. Like I said, I didn't even know my settings were messed up, and somehow they were messed up. My third tip would be take your knowledge from other racing games, other driving games in real life, and apply it to the game. So when you're picking tires, if you like to drive with traction or no traction, and what you want your dead zones to be, and your wheel settings and everything like that, just take your knowledge and throw it into Assetto Corsa, because I promise you, this is one of the games that's closest to real life when it comes to like all the technicals and tire pressure and lowering, raising the car, stuff like that. Some people like better tires, some people like worse tires. Some people, you know, R888s are my thing, and I'll turn the traction off. That way I have good tires with no traction control, so I can do what I want. But some people like the worst tires, so they can just, you know, slide, they drift the 3-lane. It all depends on how you drive and what you want. Everybody cannot drive the same. And that'll bring me to my fourth point, is it's not about speeding. It's not about speeding at all. The point is not to have to stop. That is no hesitation. No HESI, which is the server I'm in. That's the point. It's not about driving 190 miles per hour and speeding. Get through the traffic. Don't mag. Special announcement tip. Don't mag. And also, don't take the shoulder. Unless it's parts like this where there's on ramps and off ramps, do not take the shoulder. I looked away for a second. You're not supposed to be just flying up the shoulder in this game. I can tell you that much. And number 5, my last tip would be join some servers. Give some things a try. Download a bunch of cars. You never know. There's a bunch of servers and a bunch of different mods and different points to play in this game. You can come here and drive on the highway, no HESI on SRP. There's drift maps. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like me, I'm in 3 different servers, 4, but I haven't played in one of them. And they're all different. They all have different cars. Not all of them in the top left, not all of them have a score, or not all of them are like no HESI. You know what I'm saying? So just join different servers, have fun. Don't stick to one server just because that's where you see people playing at. I promise you, you don't need friends to play this game. You can load up, you can see people driving, you can meet people. I'm telling you, it's not like Fortnite or Call of Duty, you need to team up. You don't need to team up at all. You can pretty much get on here, car, and you'll be fine. My last tip would be, just don't be a dickhead, bro. Just don't be a dickhead, please. Thank you to everybody that commented on my last video. I really needed that because I had no idea my settings were messed up. You know what I'm saying? Somehow y'all seen it and I didn't. So, you know, good looking. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to try to get a crazy white line for y'all before I go. I ain't get the white line, but I got that. I'm gonna catch y'all next video, man.